explain, you're on the you're on the Park and Rec Commission, correct? How long have you served on there?
So my name is Vanita Louie, and I was appointed in the end of September.
I see. And how do you feel about the process that goes on in here at the park, for example, putting this Ferris wheel without, we neighbors knew nothing about it, and we don't benefit from it, and it's anti-environmental because there's a generator in the park. How do you feel about that? Do you think it should be permanent? Because I believe Rec Park wants to make this permanent.
So I'm not that well versed in that, because that was well before my appointment.
And how about, why do veterans have to pay for their guests in these places that you're allowing them entry to come in for free? Why aren't their guests also free? If you go with your wife or children?
So I am not sure how the ordinance was proposed.
I see.
Supervisor Marr.
I see.
The legislation was passed by the Board of Supervisors.
I see. And how about didn't you consider legislation that would allow the Botanical Garden Society to privatize the tea garden and pay $1 million to Parks Alliance to take over the Conservatory of Flowers, both of which used to be free of charge and were administered by the city and now are being privatized? You know, so what is your reason for supporting that, please?
So as of November 18, at our November 18 meeting, I was the commissioner that questioned the $1 million debt.
Yes, but why are we doing it all?
Well, this is one of the few leases left, was by the Park Alliance, who was a tenant of the Conservatory of Flowers. So with that, before we voted on that piece about the 3 gardens, that debt was taken care of. So now all residents of San Francisco...
Well, how was it taken care of?
By the Park Alliance, who decided to, and the Botanical Gardens, who decided to keep the parks open during the pandemic.
No, actually the parks were closed because for months we couldn't go in the Arboretum because they shut their gates because they couldn't make money off of it. Because these people were only interested in making money.
Well, when we were briefed by the different gardens, we were told the $1 million debt was because the Park Alliance decided to not displace the workers, and they kept it open. So as far as the Park and Rec, we had no real dealings with that. And that was why I spoke up, and that was what was understood and taken care of, so that the 3 gardens can be merged.
So in other words, why do the gardens need to be merged, and why do they need to be privatized?
These gardens belong to all residents of San Francisco. Being a native 3rd generation, I am very happy, and so is most of my friends and relatives who now can freely, they're so situated and close in walking distance that it's a beautiful thing that I can visit 2 parks on the same day. So as far as that, I am happy that this ordinance...
I was able to bring my decades of my friends come to the Arboretum, go in there through the back gates, up to 9 o'clock on weekends or on Sunday days. They would leave the gates open, and now we have to pay $15 on a weekend thanks to this ridiculous surge pricing. All of that money goes to Botanical Garden Society, not go to taxpayers. There is no regulation, and you know, and $1.1 million was spent on a fence. There was no taxpayer discussion about that. There are no community meetings. How do you feel about that?
Personal experiences that you have, maybe you should take it up with the actual people involved with why you feel everybody is.
Which people are those?
You had mentioned several organizations, so you know. Those
I mean, that's.
I haven't experienced that myself, so thank you very much.
I could send you some information
Thank you.
about that.